There has been a lot of bad blood tonight here at Saturday night's main event. Nobody has really been waiting for the bell to ring, just barely waiting to get their hands on their opponents. And McIntyre already looking to elevate this thing. Bringing a couple steel chairs into the mix as if the cage wasn't bad enough. Why not? Let's throw some steel chairs into it. And now the cage has been shut. The way to win this match: pin your opponent, escape the cage via climbing or escaping the door. Simple as that. But, I mean, I say it in simple terms. The rules themselves are clear. But to get to that point, to be able to climb the cage to escape or go through the door, you got to really incapacitate your opponent. Meanwhile, speaking of incapacitating your opponent, Damian Priest just nailing McIntyre with that elevated flatliner. But McIntyre right back up to his feet, but still feeling the effects of it. It's not going to be easy for either of these men to keep the other down. After 4 matches against each other, these two know each other quite well. This is the decisive match between these two. Who's going to finally finish this feud off once and for all? Let's go back to WrestleMania. WrestleMania 40, that is. Drew McIntyre defeating Seth Rollins for the world title. McIntyre not being done with his issues with Punk. Couldn't just let it go for one night to celebrate being world champion. Punk took advantage, laid out McIntyre, gave Damian Priest the opportunity to cash in. McIntyre's title reign lasted for 5 minutes. Meanwhile, right now, McIntyre sending Priest into the cage, and McIntyre is taking control. And look at this. It's McIntyre trying to escape the cage, but it's Priest who's about to meet him up there. And clubbing blows. Oh my, no. Look at this. Damian Priest was thinking the razor's edge, but McIntyre had other plans as he drives the back of the head of Priest into the cage. McIntyre off the ropes, but it was Priest. Oh! Look at that. Priest giving McIntyre a taste of his own medicine. And a hot ride going south of heaven. No, McIntyre kicking out at 2. That's Priest's big shot. The south of heaven. That's like hitting a dinger. And the ball and getting out just before hitting home plate. But meanwhile, McIntyre starting to play some defense, making sure Priest can't climb to get to the other side, to the outside, onto the floor. McIntyre having some stability issues right now. Oh no, McIntyre's got Priest hooked. This could spell disaster for Damian Priest. And the knee to the face of McIntyre and the superplex. It just wasn't enough. It didn't do anything. And McIntyre ready to put away Damian Priest once and for all. And there it is. The Claymore shot. Oh! But Priest kicks out. And Tampa's been on fire. Absolutely electric throughout the night. The timing by the WWE Universe on this 1, 2, 3 count on the 1, 2 wasn't quite 3. Very near fall for McIntyre. Now both of these men have hit each other with their biggest shots, and it hasn't been quite enough. As these two trade blows back and forth. Who's gonna best the other in this situation? And a shot by Damian Priest nails McIntyre. But McIntyre repaying the favor with some shots of his own. And now the heat starts to pick up. The shots are coming in quicker. These two are unloading on each other. And now it's Priest changing momentum a little bit with that martial arts background with some kicks there. Priest, boom, and that back elbow splash to McIntyre in the corner. Oh, went for another Claymore but Priest had it scouted. And a crucifix pin combo. Look at this from McIntyre. South of heaven from McIntyre. And pulling out a move from Priest's playbook. But Priest able to kick out, avoiding embarrassment at almost being defeated by his own finishing move. That's Priest's version of hitting a home run. That's Priest's big shot. That's hitting a game-winning home run in the 9th inning. But McIntyre using it against Priest, and Priest was not wanting to take that embarrassment. Priest fighting through it. And McIntyre brought chairs into this match before the match could really start. And now McIntyre going to get some use out of those chairs. He's got one in hand. Oh, smashing it across the spine. You see the other steel chair wedged in between the middle and top turnbuckle, much like WrestleMania. That's how McIntyre defeated Damian Priest. It was that Claymore into that steel chair. Could similar fate hold for Damian Priest? Meanwhile, McIntyre's the one who's standing tall. McIntyre's in control. He's got that devious smirk that turned into a vicious look. And now dragging Priest. This is shades of WrestleMania. McIntyre won at WrestleMania like this. This time, Damian Priest doesn't make the same mistake twice as it gets out of harm's way. And a shot to the midsection of Drew McIntyre with that steel chair. No. The jaw of McIntyre. The throat. And this time, another south of heaven. And McIntyre's been taken out. Damian Priest has some thoughts now. What is he thinking? I'm surprised Damian Priest didn't go for the cover right away. Oh no, what is Priest thinking? Priest doesn't just want to pin McIntyre. He wants to end this man's career. A concerto? No. Well, an old Judgment Day member used to do this all the time. And a concerto. Edge, who invented the concerto years ago, a mentor to Damian Priest. The official wants to open up the cage door. And Damian Priest was going to walk out the cage instead of pinning McIntyre. And he just walks out the door. Oh my God. McIntyre hasn't moved. I mean, you can see he's still breathing, thank God. Priest is lucky he didn't kill a man here tonight. Otherwise, he'd be leaving in a police car. And you get a look at that replay. Then this was the big turning point to the jaw and the throat. And then the concerto to finish it off. Priest could have killed McIntyre with that. He's lucky he didn't kill a man. Meanwhile, Damian Priest, who walks out on his own willpower and being, gets to watch McIntyre be laid out on a stretcher. An absolutely brutal turn of events for this heated match. This is quite the way to end this rivalry between these two. And McIntyre is being attended to by WWE officials and medical personnel. And, well, Damian Priest did what was necessary. He won by escaping the cage after a concerto. A tough loss for Drew McIntyre, who really wanted to get the upper hand on Damian Priest. But the only thing is, it just wasn't Drew McIntyre's night. Damian Priest wanted it more tonight. Damian Priest felt that he needed it more after losing at the Showcase of Immortals in that Sin City street fight back at WrestleMania 41 last month. It was just a must win. And Damian Priest did by any means necessary. Surprisingly for McIntyre, he's trying to leave on his own will being as well.